Hello and welcome back to Tiamat's Tarot. Today I am getting a general tarot reading for my Divine Feminines because I haven't actually done this in quite a while. So I thought I would just get a general message and see what wants to come through. And yeah, I've decided that it's just going to kind of be more of a freestyle session than a pre-planned out session because I wanted to channel in this energy that I'm feeling right now straight away to get a reading because I'm feeling very called to doing a reading. I've felt very restless. So I can already see that for the Divine Feminine collective that is watching this, that you are currently in a very Taurian energy, but you are struggling to trust in your own self right now. So Taurian energy is all about being nurturing, knowing exactly what it is that you want to go for and going out and getting it because you have the courage to take those steps. It's all about fertility, it's all about abundance. However, when you are blocked from your own trust, when you are struggling to trust in yourself and the material realm, this can cause you to actually not be able to take the right steps towards your life path. So you may feel like you have got some blockages at the moment in your solar plexus chakra. So the best thing that you can do right now is work on your own self-esteem. So you may be finding at the moment like you may feel a little bit burnt out, because that's what I can intuitively feel from already just looking at this card, that you're not trusting in yourself because you're feeling very burnt out and you're feeling like, well, how can I trust myself to make the right steps when I'm not looking after myself adequately? So the first thing that you need to do is you need to really nurture yourself and look after yourself first and foremost. And you need to start really focusing on what you have right in front of you, on the material realm that is directly in front of you, because I can see with the Three of Wands in reverse, you have been putting your energy a lot into making something happen that seems not to be working. Now this may be due to third party influences. I'm getting the feeling that there is definitely some kind of third party, maybe a karmic influence, that is trying to stop you at the moment from reaching your destined goal. But you are being called to put your energy more into yourself at the moment so that you're not really worrying about what other people are doing, what other people are saying, because the more that you focus on other people, the less you're going to be able to put your action plans into place, and that's going to see you getting further and further away from your goal. So yes, let's just see what else is coming up for you. Then I'm going to go into some quotes. I haven't quite got this at the right angle. That's better. There you go. I know you can actually see the cards. So Spirit, can you please let me know what my Divine Feminines need to hear? Okay, so the Nine of Cups in reverse. So at the moment you are, again, being called to focus on what you have around you rather than thinking about the unattainable things that you can't get. So usually when the Nine of Cups is upright, this talks about wish fulfillment, this talks about complete emotional fulfillment. However, in its reversed position, this is talking about the fact that you are feeling like something is trying to stop you getting your own stability at the moment. However, the more you focus on your own self, the less that other outside influences are going to be able to take you off your pathway again. This is definitely very strong energy coming in, that you need to really trust in your own self, because the more that you take a leap of faith on yourself, the more that you are going to be able to see that you actually do have so much abundance around you and you do have emotional fulfillment already in your life. So you don't need to worry about what other people are saying and what other people are doing at this current time in your ascension process, because the more that you worry about what other people are doing, the less you're going to be able to have harmony and balance in your own life. I hope that resonates and makes sense for you guys. Now, Please, guardian angels, what can we do to move forwards? Okay, so you need to start to, this was a very clear message that came through straight away. You need to start communicating more with the people who you have around you. So maybe it might be your neighbors. I'm getting the very strong feeling that you need to communicate with your neighbors, and even if it's not actually having a conversation with them, you need to non-verbally communicate with them and have some kind of harmony and stability with them, because I'm getting the feeling that you have been isolating yourself a lot, feminines, and this is causing you to feel very, very abandoned, very scared. And the more that you connect with the people that you have who are in your immediate auric field, who are offering you, they're extending, I'm getting the feeling they are extending help towards you, the more that you are going to be able to have harmony and bliss in your actual life path mission. So this is actually going to be really good for you to maybe just connect with a friend or a family member who is offering their words of advice. You may be having people who are trying to give you some advice right now, who are doing it from the bottom of their heart, who are trying to give you advice because they love you, and they're trying to tell you lessons that they have learned themselves from their own. Because although you may be, I'm getting the feeling that you may be more evolved than your family members. However, this does not mean that they don't have wisdom over certain subjects that you don't have, just because you have. So when I say more evolved, what I mean is you have gone through the ascension process before them. However, that does not mean that they have not got valuable life lessons to teach you from when they've been in similar circumstances, or from when they've had to go through these kind of things in their life. Because even though the paradigm was different, human beings are human beings, and the trials and tribulations that we face in different epochs are going to be similar. So you can also always access the Akashic Records. That's also something that you can tap into. Sorry, I had a piece of popcorn on my tongue. But you can also, at any time you feel called to, connect into the Akashic Records to find out what your ancestors would have done, or find out what you did in a past life, or to find out exactly what humans have done in past times in similar circumstances. So, yes, with that being said, I am now going to move into the second part, sorry, of this reading. I don't know why I said the third part, but it's because I have been doing another tarot reading this morning. But yes, I am now going to get some quotes to hear some guided messages from Spirit. Whoop. Okay, so problems are guidelines, not stop signs. So you are being guided towards, again, really, I'm getting the feeling that there is something coming up in your life that has really left you with a massive blockage. You're being called to connect in with Ganesha, if you resonate with Ganesha, or whatever deities that you resonate with, to actually remove these blockages from your life. So whether you are someone that does, you may do, I can't remember what the word is, but you may be removing karmic blockages with sound frequencies, or with visual meditations, or however it is that you are doing it. However, you are being called to carry on doing that at the moment, because your problems are just guidelines, not stop signs. So you aren't being called to stop your mission right now. So, for example, I will just quickly go into a story that I have been dealing with myself, and it may resonate with you guys. I don't normally like to talk about my personal life, but so over the last few days, I have been having extreme auditory and sensory overload, and I have been getting to the point where I have been feeling very sick. I'm having and I've been bedridden. And so I decided that I really wanted to actually stop my spiritual business. I think it's just too much for me. I decided that I'm burning myself out at both ends, putting in energy towards this website and my other web pages, and whenever people tell me, oh, it's not possible and things like that, I go, well, you said it's not possible, so I'm going to prove you wrong. And people say, oh, humans have never done that, or whatever, and so I go, well, it's not possible, so I'm going to do it to prove that they can. But I've ended up almost short wiring myself to the point where I was shaking, and just not in a very good place. And I realized that This is because I was being called to actually not stop what I'm doing, but I was being guided by spirit to have a break, to really change up the way that I'm working so that I'm not putting in constant energy, constant effort towards something that is not necessarily manifesting itself. And I'm being called to actually stay and face my problems, because before, when I've had problems, I have just kind of taken holidays and taken retreats. I've decided this year I have gone on 3 holidays to kind of, in over the summer period, to kind of try and escape my problems that I am having. However, this made me kind of stop the progress that I was on. So I am now deciding to change up my work ethic and to change up the way that I work so that I'm working smarter and not harder. And I'm getting intuitively the feeling that you are also being called towards working smarter and not harder, Divine Feminines, because I'm getting the feeling that you are really being called to reclaim your divine femininity at the moment. So I myself am currently going through the process of purging out my old masculine traits, which was constantly working, constantly stressing, constantly trying to get to achieve something new, whereas I'm now just allowing myself to be in this divine feminine energy of just allowing whatever happens to happen and just really letting go of the need to control anything. So yes, with that being said, I'm going to get one more quote and then I'm going to finish this reading for today. So again, anything is possible if you've got enough nerve. This is really saying that you don't have to put everything out all at once, but when you really look at what it is that you want to achieve in the world, you can realize that anything is possible. Say, for example, you're someone who wants to go to space, because I'm someone who wants to go to space and I'm just feeling intuitively called to talk about that because of the colors on the card. But say, for example, you're someone who wants to go to space. If you have enough nerve and you see a way to get to space, you will get to space. But make sure that you're not burning yourself out, because once we realize that anything is possible, sometimes we can take all of the steps at once towards our problems to make all of the solutions. However, that is not going to be attainable and achievable in the long run. We're going to end up burning ourselves out. So especially as we're transiting from Scorpio to Sagittarius, this is usually a very chaotic time as we get as we go from a water sign to a fire sign. It's normally quite things ramp up quite a lot on Earth. Things become more passionate. This can lead to arguments and fights. This can also lead to lots of highly sexually frustrated energy and things like that. However, you are being called to just really allow these things to happen around you and be in your divine feminine energy. So you're being called to just allow whatever is happening outside of you to just happen. Maybe if you have got plans for your business, maybe just putting them on hold for a little while, just so that you can really work out what is going on in the world around you, so that you can then start to actually plan in accordance with those things that are actually going on around you, rather than, because I'm getting the feeling that you are maybe quite ungrounded and you're not seeing the world for what it is right now, and you need to just take time really to get back to your own nature, is what I'm seeing with these flowers. You're being called to really find your own inner healing at the moment and really retrace your roots back to your inner child, so that you can actually just be and not worry about what other people are saying about you. And again, so that you can take the inspired action towards your visions, so that you can really manifest your visions. Because I'm getting the feeling that you have got a lot of ideas coming into your head, and you've got a lot of ideas even grounded, but again, you've got to rest and you've got to work on your own inner world before you can remove any external blockages. I hope this helped, and I hope this resonated, and I hope this made sense for you guys. Thank you very much for watching today, and if it resonated, leave a comment down below, like, subscribe and comment. See you next time. Bye.